let's see here. Is this any better? I'll check. Hopefully this is working a little bit better. I'm going to check my sound settings down here, see what they are. Input, microphone, built-in audio. Yeah, hopefully this works okay for people. If not, I don't know. We can try something else. Yay! Okay, it sounds much better. That's amazing. Thank you. Thanks for the heads up on the audio issue. Okay, so as I was saying, we're going to do this Kubeflow end-to-end issue summarization. I'm going to zoom in on the text a little bit here because I assume if I can't read it, none of y'all can either, even though I just don't wear my glasses. So Kubeflow is designed to be a portable system. It works across different Kubernetes clusters regardless of the backend, and it's designed to be scalable. This means that it can scale up and down. And the part which I think we should really call out here, which we don't, is that it's designed to integrate both training and serving. And so that to me is the really exciting part, because classically the tools that have been really good at training have sort of had serving as an afterthought and vice versa. So I'm really excited to see this. If this is a thing you want to play around with, there's an example repo in GitHub. It would appear that I have stopped paying GitHub by accident. I need to upgrade my billing information. That's totally fine. But there's a large collection of things you can look in here. GitHub Issue Summarization, which is the code lab we're doing, is in this example repo as well. And so you can come take a look at it. And if you're missing the hello world feeling, there is mnist in here, just for good measure. So that's exciting. And this is really cool, because I think one of the nice things about this is we're going to use Selden Core, and that's sort of one of the components which maybe people don't think of super often. And so we're going to learn how to install Kubeflow, how to do training against a TensorFlow job server to save a Keras model, and how to serve it with Selden Core. And that's, I mean, honestly, pretty fun. It says 45 minutes. I think this might be optimistic, given that I'm going to be talking through it with y'all as we go. But maybe we'll actually get this done in 45 minutes. I have the conference room for about 40 minutes from now. Maybe no, 50 minutes. So it'll be a little rough. Oh, interesting. So it says the link clones Kubeflow example repo and places it in the examples directory. And it does this in the Google Cloud Shell. I prefer using my regular shell and keeping track of all of my repos in repos, but you know, you do you. So I'm going to go over here. This is the repo we were just looking at. Should probably make a fork of this, but for today, let's just do this. Ooh, could give it a better name, just so that I don't get lost. I'm going to call this Kubeflow-examples, so that I can find it. And then we'll go into the Kubeflow examples directory. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Well, we could do this in Google Cloud Shell. I just like doing it locally. Whatever. Ooh, okay. So it wants my GitHub token. I probably shouldn't show you my GitHub token. Okay, and I don't have a second screen, so I'm going to go into the be right back thing while I go and find my GitHub token. Actually, wait, I'm pretty sure I have one, but I'm going to check for it. Well, yeah, just 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, turns out I already do have a GitHub token in my bash RC, so we're good, unless I've accidentally revoked that at some point. I think I have KS installed. Oh wait, no, that was on my other machine. Let's go which KS? KS version. Okay, this is version 0915, and this one's version 0.11. Okay, so we should probably download the new version of KS. I am confused though why which KS doesn't tell me where KS is coming from, but that's fine. Do I have a tilde bin directory? I do. Okay, it's coming from there. Most likely. Yeah, okay, cool. That's where it's coming from. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and download KS on net. It's going to take a little bit because I'm on Wi-Fi today. Yeah, I mean that's yeah. Cool. Okay, so we've got the KS installed. We already have a home bin directory, so I can skip that step, and we'll just extract it there. Yeah. Well, I just honestly, actually, I'm just gonna put this. Cool. KS version. Okay, that's the version we expected. So that's good. We've got the right version of the tool now. I'm pretty sure I already have a project ID set, but let's check project ID. No, I don't actually. Okay. Let me go and figure out what gcloud list projects, I think, maybe. Maybe gcloud projects. Okay, gcloud projects list. Okay, cool. And so I do all of my sort of just random hacking around inside of this project called Boo's demo projects are rad. And so we're going to go ahead and set our project ID in there. That being said, this is very much using gcloud commands. And as far as I know, this is just to have storage and a Kubernetes cluster we can play around with. And if you are on another cloud provider, you could use, for example, S3 or the Zero Blob storage just as easily. I just work at Google, so that's going to be what I use by default. So set our project, yeah, so this part is, in the past, you used Docker with gcloud by running gcloud docker. That's deprecated now, though. Instead, Docker has a nice authentication mechanism that we use, and then we can just use this, and I can use the Docker container registry. So this is going to make a new service account for us, and some storage buckets to go with it. And that's a good practice. I often just don't bother with that. It's not good. It's what I do, but it's not good. So since this code lab makes it easy to do the right thing, we'll do the right thing. And we'll generate a credentials file. I'm not super sure this is the right thing anymore, but that's all right. Okay, and so this has us make a bucket in US Central called Kubeflow - name of project. That sounds pretty fine to me. Go ahead and do that. And oh, damn it. I had a test lister for the last time I did this, but I'm pretty sure I deleted it. So I'm gonna do a clusters list though, and see. Yeah. Okay. So I have a U.S. Central 1A cluster called Reviews Tools cluster. I have this other cluster called Holden, and I don't think either of those are the. Damn it. Oh well, that's fine. We'll make a new cluster. That'll take a second, or it could take a second. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do that in the background, even though it doesn't say to do that, probably because it prints a lot of crap to the thing. We could wait for this to finish, or we could remember that we were here and jump forward into step 3 and come back. And I'm going to jump forward into step 3 and come back while our cluster is being created. And so we're going to go into the GitHub summarization one. This is sufficiently annoying. I'm going to do this in a new. And, it probably needs these environment variables. Okay, whatever. And we can do ks-init, and this will create a bunch of components for us. Okay, unable to get SHA from repo. Okay, so it looks like the GitHub key that I did have set was out of date. So it's time for me to change my GitHub key. And I'm going to do that now, but for that part, I'm gonna have to put you in the background once I get there. But so I'm going to go GitHub, Holden K. I'm going to go into my settings. I'm going to go down here. I think it's developer settings and personal access tokens. And we're going to go ahead and generate a new one. But for this part, because it's going to show me the token as soon as I generate it, I'm gonna not want to show you my token. It's considered impolite. So let's just go to this be right back screen again. Okay, and so that's good. Oh shit. I'm pretty sure I just showed everyone my token. Damn it. Well, you get to watch me revert a token. I understand, delete this token. Damn it. Kubeflow demo 2. Okay, go back to the. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And so back again. And then this time, I'm not going to show you my token. Okay, cool. So let's try this ks-init again. Whoa. I don't know if that's actually the cluster we want. We might actually want to go back to setting up the environment. Okay. So we left off here at creating the cluster. We're going to connect my local environment to my cluster. Double check that our connection worked out okay. Get the cluster info. Cool. That's where it's running. Let's check here. Actually, yeah, so that's pointing to the right place. From our KS init, we can see that IP address matches. So we're good. Okay, cool. Okay, and we're going to make some accounts. So we have to create 2 cluster role bindings, which allow the creation of objects. Seems fine. And okay, we had the service account credentials. I think upper directory was where we were. Okay, let's go take a look. .json. Gcloud create. Oh, hi from Mexico! Yay! Hi, friends. Where is everyone from, actually? I see some, I know, West Coast people, but I'm less certain about the rest of y'all. Okay. What was our key file called in this case? Key file. Okay. Oh, it's home account secrets service account email. Okay, sure. So didn't actually need to go anywhere. Kubeflow examples. And we're going to go ahead and go back down to this part where we upload the service account credentials. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we actually finished setting up the environment. That's great. Oh, Brazil. Okay, and Jupiter. Yes, Jupiter is a lovely place. I'm actually really excited about JupyterCon in New York. Are you going to be at JupyterCon, Carol? Okay, yeah, and we were in GitHub Issue Summarization. We did our KS init. Can go here. This more or less has us move all of these things into a components directory. And then this says that we target a specific version of Kubeflow. Targeting RCs is a little... oh, wow, that's amazing. I will actually wake up in the morning for the keynote then. That sounds cool. Looking forward to that. Yay. And so we added a Kubeflow registry. Okay, yeah. And then we're going to install a bunch of components. Yay! We'll see how this works. Cool. And so this is going to take a little bit of time. Okay, cool. There we go. And we're gonna, since we're deploying to GKE, we're gonna set that as our environment. We're gonna use a load balance here, and we're gonna apply Kubeflow with the Selden component to our cluster. Oh yeah, I mean, I still have to wake up in the morning to watch the live stream. I don't know if well, this is JupyterCon's at the Hilton Midtown. So like it's not like a long trek from the hotel room down to the talks, I hope. So I should be able to do that. Cool. So this is going to request a lot of services and pods and stuff, and we can go and we can watch these. And so a lot of these are in container creating mode. And so this will take a little bit of time. for them to all sort of settle down. I'm going to go ahead and use the watch command, which is one of my favorites. Because I am lazy and typing is effort. And watch gives me time to drink coffee, which has a note that says A. Holden, because I like Americanos. Delicious coffee. Oh, yay! Yes, dinner with Kyle would be amazing. Would love to catch up. I'm looking forward to catching up with the JupyterCon folks. Tomorrow I'm doing a talk, and tomorrow I've got a meeting with my co-presenter and one of the collaborators on it, so we can try and get some things sort of wrapped up. Okay, cool. So we got all of our services running, so that's pretty amazing. Now we're going to train a model. Yay! Okay. Since we checked it out to a different directory, we're going to not do quite that. We're already in this directory, aren't we? GitHub Issue Summarization? Yeah, we are. Okay. This example was probably made for people like me who jump around a lot. And so, yeah, we're going to use TensorFlow for an issue summarization job, and we're going to save the results into a bucket called bucket name. And that's bucket name. Kubeflow, whose demo projects are rad. Yeah, okay. That's good. And now we'll launch a training job. All right. Once again, once that's finished applying, we can watch the containers get created and wait for it to get into a running state. And we can go ahead and we can get the logs of it once we got some containers. Okay, or we do that. Creating containers. Still creating containers. More containers. Well, a container. Probably. Yeah, just one container. Okay. This is probably pulling a lot more data. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's downloading this GitHub Issue zip file, which is the training data, which is probably why this shit's taking forever. So it's, okay. Yeah, so it's still waiting for container creation though, so it's probably not actually doing that. Yeah, we'll give it another minute before I investigate too thoroughly. I could go into my stack driver and see. I like stack driver when it works. So we are going to use auth user 2, I think. Yeah, let's go stack driver. Wait, where did stack driver go? Need artificial intelligence. Logging. Logs. Oh. GKE cluster operations, all logs. Okay. Oh, it says it started the container? Okay, cool. I guess that just took a while. Yeah, it is a big container. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get the logs and watch it download So we'll go back. Yay! Okay, so downloading bucket, Kubeflow examples object, GitHub Issues Summarization data, GitHub Issues .zip, and so that's our sample zip file, and that's going to take a little bit of time to download. Although it shouldn't take too long. Oh, although my battery thing is tastefully covered by the video of myself, but I should try and find electricity while this is downloading. Those are all for Macs. Okay. Some USB 3. Oh, okay. Maybe in here. None of these. It would appear that, you know, IBMs just aren't as popular as they used to be, or someone keeps swiping all of the chargers. But that's all right. I have a charger. We're gonna just hook up some electricity while. Oh, it's already running. Okay, that was a little faster than I expected. Oh, it actually already trained, and now it's doing its no. Okay, this is printing information out about the test set. It hasn't finished training. Okay, that makes much more sense. I'd expect that to take a little bit of time. Okay. Yeehaw. Nah. Coffee. Okay. And so with that, I have electricity. Yay! And so I won't go away unexpectedly unless someone more important needs the meeting room. Oh, okay. This webhook thing, I don't know, but okay. Cool. Okay, awesome. Now we can go back here, and we can go ahead and we can take a look, and we can see that the model files were hopefully uploaded to our GitHub Issue Summarization data bucket. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we have these 3 models. It's nice. I'm going to yawn a bunch. And we're going to go ahead and turn those 3 models into some serving scripts. Okay. I mean, this is a pre-built issue summarization serving image. That's less fun, but probably it took too long to build that image, so that's fine. It's probably not a lot of fun sitting around waiting for a Docker container to build. So, okay. We're still in the directory, so we don't have to go there. And we're going to start a Selden serving module from Kubeflow. We're going to use 2 replicas, and we're going to apply this to our cluster. Yay! Once again, it'll take a second or two. And we can use our good friend watch after this is finished applying. Whoa, wait. Is that, wait, did that already happen? Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's Selden. Wait, the Selden cluster manager is here. Don't see the issue. Okay. I was looking in the wrong one. That's why. So we're creating 2 replicas, and so issue summarization. Oh, there we go. Sorry for yawning. It's been a long day. I think it's Thursday. It's more, I guess it's been a long month. It's a fair amount of stress, but I'm really looking forward to the rest of the month. Hopefully it'll be a little more chill. Coffee. Okay. Cool. Those two containers are now running. You can get the logs of one of them. Okay, cool. So it's this one's serving sequence to sequence model tutorial H5. Okay, that's cool. We have a server. Okay, once again, we're already on that directory. We could put a web UI in front of it. This is another pre-baked image, which is, I guess, okay. It's less fun. Oh, no. Okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll set up the web UI. Oh, okay. So we can optionally build our own container image. I'm gonna check and see how much time I have until the next meeting. It's already 4:10, so I'm gonna just use the pre-baked image here, I think, because I'm not completely sure my wonderfully light little ThinkPad would finish building this in time. So we'll just launch the web UI with the pre-baked image, which is kind of cheating, but that's okay. I don't want to get kicked out of the meeting room at the last minute. Okay, cool. So we applied those again. We can look at the service. It'll give me a public IP. It'll give me a public IP in a little bit. Use watch again. Oh. Wait for a public IP to come in. Okay, just taking a little bit of time. Oh, I got a public IP. Yay! Let's go take a look. Ah. Whoa. Okay, let's take a look at a random issue. And generate a title. Add a way to pipe binary from SCDN. Right now we use a convenience shell wrapper around Siva tool to be able to... Oh, this is actually referencing a Spark job to avoid overhead of starting a new... Maybe. I can try another one. Save favorites in a database. Okay. Some of these titles, perhaps not the best, but that's okay. That's totally fine. That's not in English, so I don't know. Cool. Crash with latest release. I mean, that's pretty much the only information that's in here. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. Okay. That's good. We're gonna go over here. Yeah, we can take a look at the container logs and see the requests. Okay, cool. So there were posts coming in to protect that's cool. It's kind of more or less what we expected. Let's take a look at the optional steps. Okay, here, the part where I was complaining about us using pre-baked images. And it says that these can take an extra 10 to 15 minutes each. So given that I have the conference room for not that much longer, we're not gonna go ahead and build these images. But I mean, this is good. You can see that like it doesn't depend on just these like pre-baked images with secrets inside of them. Like this is actually, you know, you can build your own images from open source, and so that's cool. Let's go take a look at what's in the notebooks, though, right? Like I'm more excited about poking around inside of that than you know, the actual particular details of building a Docker image. Let's go into repos. This is called GitHub. Oh no, this is called fuck. Oh, damn. Sorry. Kubeflow-examples. GitHub Issue Summarization. What are our notebooks? Oh, these aren't. Okay, well, this one's an IPython notebook. That's let's. I don't actually know if I have an IPython notebook viewer installed locally. I do not. But I can go ahead and upload it. So let's do that. I got this data pro cluster, which I just keep hanging around for sort of just testing. Oh, weird. Okay. Okay, upload. We're going to go over here. Repos. Kubeflow examples. Nope. Notebooks. And training the IPython notebook. Okay. Yeah, so then we can take a look at this. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, cool. Thank God it's a Python 3. 1. Okay. So, yeah. Let's get the CSV file. There's a train test split on it. 10% reserved for testing. Converts the list into preparation for a model. Pre-processes the data for deep learning. Sorry. I have a bad instincts of using air quotes when I say deep learning from having worked in Spark. Serialize all of this to disk later. Define the models. This is the sequence-to-sequence model. Yeah, cool. And then this part trains it. Okay. And this trains a nice little H5 model for us. Okay, world sequence-to-sequence model saved in H5. I mean, that's pretty much all that I really had planned for today. We do have a remaining 15 minutes. If anyone has any particular questions. Otherwise, I might git remote, git branch, git checkout, git diff. Okay, git checkout master, git pull GitHub master. Okay, a lot of shit has changed. Grep-r to do /. So there are a lot of to-dos, and that's great. Okay. Pachyderm. Need to configure the storage backend, e.g. to use GCS, I think it is. Okay. Pachyderm, Clipper. Oh yeah, that's what Clipper is. Kubeflow spawner. So essentially, what I was thinking of doing is finding a relatively simple to do in the Kubeflow repo and seeing if we could fix this. Let's go and take a look at this one and see if we could maybe do something interesting in here. So this is Kubeflow. Oh, no. Actually, that probably is it. Okay. Need to configure the storage backend, e.g. to use GCS. I think it's using local right now. Also, that does not sound like an easy thing to fix. Do any of these things look easy to fix? None of these things look like something I can fix in the next 14 minutes. Although I might poke around at this one. Actually, no. I think trying to fix this in 13 minutes is just going to result in me getting kicked out of my room at an inopportune time. So we'll save the digging into the Kubeflow code base for another day. If you are so inclined, tomorrow I will be doing a code review live stream at 10 a.m. At 11:15 a.m. I will, and this is an Apache Spark code review live stream at 10 a.m. At 11:15 a.m. I'll do some live coding for live coding. That's just, there's been some like annoying tooling parts where like I make GitHub events, sorry, not GitHub events. I make YouTube events and then I want to recreate them as Twitch events, but I'm lazy and so I don't always do that, or vice versa. So I might make a Python script to sync those two tomorrow. And then in the afternoon, I've got one small thing that I want to try and get into Spark. I don't know if it'll go anywhere, but I might also pick up another issue. If anyone has a small issue in Apache Spark they'd like to see me work on in Scala tomorrow. And this event, I should actually go ahead and push this out. Once again, unfortunately, my coworker who I was going to do this with is traveling. And so I'm just going to put this at the end of the month and we'll deal with that when it happens. And that is that. Okay, so I hope to see some of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. On the code review live stream, and otherwise, I hope to see some of y'all at JupyterCon. If anyone happens to be in Ottawa next week, I will be in Ottawa doing a meetup with some ML stuff. And if I get some of the Spark stuff working with Kubeflow before then, maybe I'll get a chance to show that there as well. So thank you all for joining me. I have some intro slides that I always forget, and I end up doing as an outro because that's just sort of how my life is. But for those of you who are willing to hang with me for a second, oh yeah, here we go. Nope, my drive. Holden and Boo's super fun live streaming. So they're all fun adventures in open source. And yeah, and today we did Kubeflow, and tomorrow I'm going to go back and do more Apache Spark code reviews though, so I'll just write that for tomorrow. And I'm Holden, I work at Google, it's nice, I'm on the Spark PMC, and I do a bunch of other stuff. You can follow me on all of these different places. And if you have feedback, either about my talks or the live streams, I would really love it and appreciate it. In addition to who I am professionally, I'm trans, queer, Canadian, and part of the leather community. It's not particularly directly relevant, but I think it's useful to have a more diverse group of people building software. Otherwise, we're just going to build the same old shit over and over again. Boo is my favorite dog. She is a stuffed animal. She's at home, and that's incredibly out of date. And so yeah, definitely you should buy several copies of this book because I wrote it. And that's a good reason to buy a book. Okay, thank you all for joining me. This time for real, actual buy. Thank you. Have a lovely day.